Hi. So, my initial thoughts when Lauren started doing the meditation, I was actually having a very long day. So I was really excited for the meditation, which is kind of unusual for me because meditation can sometimes frustrate me. So I was really excited this time. So one of the first times I've done meditation, and I actually was like getting in the zone. So, what I thought was, like moving on to the next question, like what did I think was going on when the first distraction started? The first distraction, if I'm right, was the doors opening and closing. So I thought like some classmates were just late, and then I think the next thing that happened was like the buzzing phone, and so that's when I opened up my eyes to see if anyone was like gonna turn it off, and then that's when I noticed like no one was going to, and then the loud video started playing, and that's when I like realized everything was happening. Um, and then it says like which distraction was the most uncomfortable. So I think like most of us can say like the chewing noise was like the most uncomfortable. But I think the distractions that annoyed me the most was actually like the door or the phone, because like those annoy me to like begin with. Like I hate like when things get interrupted. But then like the chewing noise, like at that point we had already knew like what was happening, and like it was just gross to listen to. But I don't think that actually bothered me as much as like some of the other ones. Especially because like the phone and the door like happened in the beginning, and that's when I was starting to like get in the zone. So by the time like the video and the chewing sound came on, I was like already not focused. It says like if you started laughing, what made you stop? So I tried to not let myself laugh as much as possible, because I was like still trying to meditate, like I was still trying to relax. Um, I just try to like focus on the thought going through my head. So I stopped laughing to be more serious. I'm also just like focused, or I made myself focus. I forced myself to focus. Instead of like, was I scared? And I wasn't like scared. I was just annoyed. I don't know if it's just because like the noises and distractions that happen like don't scare me. Then it was like, how did you stay focused? So there was like a line that Lauren had said through like guiding the meditation. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it had led me to focus on like my goals in life and like where I'm at now, trying to reach them. And so I just try to stay in that thought, and I try to like practice like mindfulness. Like I just kind of like accepted some noises that were there. I think that's like why the chewing one didn't bother me as much, because I just like made myself almost listen to it and just kind of accepted that that was going to keep happening, and I kind of just like try to move past that at that point. And like to move past that, I like kind of forced myself to like keep thinking about these like same thoughts in my head. The next question is, how hard was it to keep your eyes closed? So it's usually pretty hard for me to keep my eyes closed to begin with. I don't know if that's weird or if anyone else struggles with that, but like when we try to do like meditations, it's like hard for me to keep my eyes closed. So it's always something I'm like working on. So with all these distractions coming up, like happening, it was actually pretty difficult, especially with everyone laughing. I think like anytime I like opened up my eyes was just to see who was laughing, honestly, because I knew what was causing the noises, but I didn't know like who was laughing. So I think like that's like the laughing from like the other people were actually like a big distraction too. And then the next question is like, which parts of Lauren's mantra do you remember? So like today I can't remember like any exact words, but I do remember like chiming back in like towards the end. I usually can't focus on her words in the beginning because I won't be able to like keep my eyes closed or like focus as much. But surprisingly, like towards the end, like when I was still trying to meditate, even despite like all the distractions and laughing and stuff, I did remember, like I do remember hearing a line and then like just running with that. Um, I just really can't remember like what it was. I know I talked about it in class, like in the sharing circle when we like talked about this exercise. Um, but like I said, it did lead me to think about like my goals in life. So kind of just like chiming in like where I'm at now. And then it says like, why did we make you do this, and like why might it be important to practice meditating against distractions. So I think the reason why they made us do this is so we can practice trying to meditate and focus on something with very loud, obnoxious distractions. I think it's important to practice this though, because there's always going to be distractions in life, but we should still be able to like focus on what's important. In this case, that was like meditating, but in another case, it might be like talking to someone or like helping them get the resources they need. I know we talked about how like the union can get really loud and noisy, especially like in the middle of the day when there's like a whole bunch of people, and that's like where we have to like set up camp, and so like we should still be available for those who want to talk to listen. So this was like an easy way to try to like block out or practice like blocking out distractions and still staying focused on something.